Hello everyone! In this video I want to show you how to run a latent profile analysis in Mplus. In case you are new to this channel, on this channel I provide weekly statistics tutorials, usually related to latent variable methods and also often related to the Mplus software. So here I want to show you the input file in Mplus for running a latent profile analysis. And the example that I'm using here is a data application to personality variables, in this case the big 5 personality traits that were looked at in terms of a latent profile analysis. In a latent profile analysis, we try to extract latent classes from continuous observed variables. In this case, the continuous observed variables here were big 5 personality trait scale scores from personality questionnaires, and the idea here was to extract 3 latent classes of personality types. In case you're more interested in the underlying theory of the personality profile idea or the personality class idea, you can find this reference here from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, where we published the findings of the study of the latent profile analysis. So how does this work in Mplus when you run a latent profile analysis? First of all, you need to tell Mplus the name of your data file. In this case, we used an individual data set that was called lpa.dat. So this is the data file that has the individual data that will be used here in the analyses. If you if you save your input file in the same folder in which you also have that data file, then Mplus will automatically find that data file for the analysis. So now next you can see in the variable command we have our variable names here. This is the list of variables that are contained in this data file lpa.dat, and the variable names are ES for emotional stability, E for extraversion, O for openness, A for agreeableness, and C for conscientiousness. Those are the famous big 5 personality traits that were used here as the basis for extracting personality types. And so the variable names here are arbitrary, so to say. Those are up to us to choose. They just have to match what's in that data set, and they have to be listed in the correct order, reflecting the columns in that data set lpa.dat. Next, we have to tell Mplus how many classes we want to extract. In this case, our theory predicted that there would be 3 distinct personality types, and so we extracted 3 classes. Also, we have to specify a name for the latent class variable with 3 levels in this case, and this is done by specifying classes equals and then a name for the latent class variable that is again our choice. In this case I used L for latent variable. I didn't want to use C because C is already the name for conscientiousness for the observed variable that will be used as latent class indicator. And so again, what you choose there is up to you. And then in parentheses we specify the number of classes that we want to extract. Now oftentimes we're interested in extracting more than just one class solution or analyzing more than just one class solution, because we may not know how many classes we should assume, and we want to compare different models with different numbers of classes with regard to their model fit and other issues. And so then you would run a separate input file, for example, for a 2-class model, for a 4-class model, for a 5-class model, and so on, and then compare the model fit statistics and other parameters across those different solutions. In the analysis command, we then specify type equals mixture. Type equals mixture tells Mplus that this is going to be a mixture distribution analysis, and you use this whenever you extract latent classes, whether that be a classical latent class analysis with categorical indicators, or a latent profile analysis, or a growth mixture model, or a regression mixture model, or whatever kind of mixture model you are using. Type equals mixture then has to be specified along with the classes command that tells Mplus the name of the class variable and the number of classes to be extracted. What is optional is the starts command. The starts command allows you to increase the number of random starting value sets that are used in the estimation of a latent class model. And it's typically a good idea to increase the starting values beyond what Mplus uses by default, because the default numbers of starting value sets, that number may not be sufficient to identify a global maximum solution. And so in order to avoid so-called local likelihood maxima in mixture modeling, we often recommend using a large number of random starts. And so that's done here, where 550 ensures that we have a sufficient number of starts in the initial stage of the estimation and then also in a subsequent or final stage of the estimation. What also helps is to increase the initial stage iterations to, for example, 50 or more, like was done here with the S-iterations command. That can also help you avoid a local maximum solution in mixture modeling. Now, with 3 classes, it's typically not a problem. It's pretty rare that you would run into a local maximum, but when you have, let's say, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 classes, the more you have, the more likely it is that there could be a local maximum solution. Furthermore, I requested sample statistics in the output so that I can also take a look at the observed variable means and covariances and correlations. And then the plot command is used here to get a profile plot in which the means, the class-specific means, are plotted by Mplus. And that's useful to analyze the classes and to find out how they differ and whether it is a meaningful solution. It's much easier to gather that information from looking at a plot than by looking at just numbers. And so with this plot option, you can plot the items or the observed variables along the x-axis, and then the means will be shown in the plot for the 3 different classes. Now, how does Mplus know that this is a latent profile analysis where the means will be given as parameters, the class-specific means, and not conditional response probabilities like we would do in classical latent class analysis? Mplus knows this because we didn't specify, or we didn't indicate that the observed variables in the names list would be categorical. And so then Mplus defaults to assuming that those variables are continuous or metrical variables. And for continuous variables, the default mixture type of analysis, so to say, is latent profile analysis, when you don't include a more specific model statement. And so Mplus then automatically assumes your variables are continuous. This means we have to, and we are dealing with a latent profile analysis here, not with classical latent class analysis. In order to get a classical latent class analysis for categorical or ordinal indicators, you would have to add a categorical statement in the variable command where you identify those variables that are binary or ordinal by specifying categorical equals and then listing the variables that are non-continuous in that categorical statement. And then Mplus will automatically perform a classical latent class analysis, and the parameters then, the item parameters of that analysis then would be conditional response probabilities as opposed to class-specific means, like here in latent profile analysis. You can also use a mix of continuous and categorical indicators in Mplus. So then in that case, you would only list those variables under categorical that are non-continuous, and you could still run an analysis, so to say, as a hybrid analysis between latent class and latent profile analysis here. So that's it for today. In another video, I will show you what the output looks like for a latent profile model. Please also check out my other videos on mixture modeling. I have videos in which I show classical latent class analysis, and there's also a playlist on this channel about latent class analysis that you can check out as well. If you like this video, then please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time.